Are now moving on to the drafting phase. So finally, guys, Marco, take it away here.
Oh my gosh, I'm gonna take it away from you because we now have Tamago banning that Ryoma. They're scared of that early CG pressure, and CG has to, of course, ban the Superman because it's Superman.
Yeah, let's see what does CG decide to ban here for second ban. Kilgroth still something that they would want to deny from Tamago. I wonder, they are taking their time. They aren't as decisive as a Superman ban.
Yeah. Okay.
Oh, where are these banned?
So we'll just wait to get. Okay, there
Alright, so they banned the Alice. There's a respect ban of the Murad. Remember, CG 611 has been dominating with that Murad, so we have to see whether or not that Murad ban's gonna play a big factor in this game. Seems that Jason has locked in for the Zephys. Doesn't mean he'll be playing Zephys. And it seems like they're gonna be making a repeat of that previous game. Remember, Xenia.
We haven't seen Xenia throughout the series, so I really like this.
Oh,
but
never mind.
Wait.
Oh, never mind.
Yeah.
See, so it's going to be a Xennial and Kilgroth lockdown. CG's probably running for some sort of late game strat, maybe similar to what they did in the previous game. Maybe this Xennial pick's just there to keep as a contingency. Perhaps they're trying for a split push strategy.
Yeah, of course, with Kilgroth and Xennial, you definitely do have options when it comes to split pushing. I wonder, though, what CG decides to layer on top of these two picks that they have selected. Arduin might be something that they want to take here. It is. They did hover over it and they do play that, but looks like Thane will be the final lock-in.
So, TMG has also locked in the L'Oreal. This is a very interesting set of circumstances right now because they've taken essentially one of LYL's most playable characters, and we're gonna see some Viking boys because Ornmar finally makes an appearance. I was talking earlier about how we haven't seen a lot of Ornmar, so I'm glad that TMG is bringing him out. Maybe Tamago might make him work in this meta. Let's see how CG reacts with a Violet pick.
Wow.
Very interesting set of circumstances. I think this is the first time that CG is actually going to be running a marksman on their team.
Yeah.
Finally. So we're going to see whether or not this works out. 611 with that jungle Violet. We will see whether or not she can scale into the late game. And just in case she doesn't, Kilgroth will.
Yeah, of course, guys, we took a lot of time till we got to this point, but still, we have to remind everyone it is match point for the Philippine representative Clutch Guild. If they are able to win this, they will get a trip to the AWC, so that's pretty big.
So yeah, let's throw it over to our casters, Rico and Asarai, and see what they think, and hopefully they can tell us the winning strategies for both of these teams. Take it away, guys.
The calm before the storm. Again, we do apologize for that technical difficulties, but these teams, I think they're well rested and as well as, you know, kind of already talked about what they wanted to bring to the table now, and it seems one of those heroes gonna be the Violet.
Yeah, it's definitely a reset of the mindset here, and we did talk during the analyst couch where at some point Clutch Guild is gonna bring in that Violet at game number 6 here. Tamago versus Clutch Guild. I wonder who's gonna take it because it's already match point. Just as you mentioned, for Clutch Guild, Tamago can still push this through a best of 7 or game number 7. But Violet, Xennial, actually so much, it's a very familiar composition for the side of CG, which has been seen throughout the phases of Season 1. So I kind of wonder how this is going to pan out because it's a different dynamic bringing XDD on this skill drop.
Yeah, I mean, XDD has used it quite well in this series, so it might happen again. Another thing you gotta remember, guys, is that both of these teams are fighting for that chance. Hashtag Road to LA, City of Dreams, City of Angels, and a shot at winning the biggest, or at least the bigger portion of that 500,000 USD prize pool. And XDD actually gonna be on the top side here with that Kilgroth as Ellis will be rotated.
A little bit of announcement before we proceed to our game. Just want to remind everybody that you can stay until the event, you can stay in the mall until the event is over. So you can enjoy a lot of more action for the grand finale. So yes, definitely.
I like that because, you know, whenever I kind of want to be inside the mall, I don't have the chance to do so. I said, oh, there's not enough time, but at least watching AOB allows you to do that. So if you guys want to stay longer in the mall, tell it to your friends that, oh, this is my first experience. Well, there you go.
going back into the game though, Tamago's composition this time around as well is a very strong draft, especially if you add an ore mark, which has been silent in this tournament. It's very, very good towards the early phases, towards late game. Never loses its utility, of course. Zeph is one of the strong picks in this tournament as well. But one thing to note is how KZP is now at the L'Oreal. Definitely something in terms of a switch of a dynamic here in the mid lane as well. So the highlight definitely is going to be KZP in comparison to the rest of the games where it was sort of like, hey,
Jason, I mean, he has kind of not played anymore with that one, like you said. Although this matchup with KZP being on that L'Oreal, he should be pushed back a little bit by the Praetor because of the Praetor wave range. In any case, that's going to be the fight for the Abyssal Dragon. We are hitting that 3-minute mark already, a little bit too late for this one. But it seems like as this is match point, we're seeing Tamago play a bit more passively, and it kind of just, you know, they kind of fall back to their strategy before, which is to play a little bit more behind and then just kind of like find the picks once the objective starts to show.
Exactly. Tamago's playstyle is always playing to the objective and actually taking advantage of all the macro rotations that they could take in the map. CG has always been the type of team that has been strong arming their way towards victory. They want the fights as much as they can. Fights to objectives is the name of their game for their side. But having the Kilgroth in their hands
Hold that thought indeed, as we do see the fight. Hablima comes in, Ben, as it seems like there's a little bit more of the mispositioning here from LYL. A little bit in behind enemy lines, is he's got to be careful, trying to run away, but of course hot on his tracks will be Ellis, and it seems like our first blood will be netted by the Zephyrus. Tainted is starting it strong for TMG, and it seems like Ellis will actually net a secondary kill here, but LYL is still at the precipice of being killed. Now he actually falls down, and that will be a follow-through at the Abyssal Dragon.
Nice kill there by Ellis, and they've got a lot of pieces off the map. TMG flag with the attempt steal. Looks like it will not be possible. Tamago has full control over the early game, but Kilgroth manages to push in that side lane at the top side of the map, so that gives a little bit more space. Take note, this is the first Abyssal Dragon, and that's the early turret or tower take from the side of Clutchfield. So I say that's a good exchange for both sides.
Yeah, definitely. Even though they got themselves that Abyssal Dragon, the gold advantage isn't as big as what we thought it would be, but still this is Tamago kind of like showing their stride right now. They have themselves a little, they have actually caught CG in some weird positionings here, and they find it once again. There's going to be, of course, the Daniel 4 CG side. Ben is going to be providing a little bit more to support. LYL took a little bit longer to actually be taken down, and KZP a little bit too over-aggressive there, but of course that is a L'Oreal, although having 611 with the Violet actually able to follow through as she tumbles over the wall and finds her mark.
Take note, this is classic Clutchfield with the Violet composition. If they win 3 consecutive team fights or clashes, they're the type of team that would like to take all of the things away from the map. This is the invade phase for CG if they get on ahead.
The invade phase indeed, but of course it's going to be a fight right here as TMG looking to push back at CG. They says that if you're going to invade our jungle, might as well contest for it. It's ours for the taking. But of course, that's not where our highlight is. It is where here in the bottom lane as XDD is slowly but surely creeping up, swimming up to that point where his Kilgroth is just going to be, well, totally unstoppable.
The amazing thing about CG's composition is the fact that they can swap the skill pushers. They can do 1-3-1 if they want to, because it's a healthy, same front line, backline mage damage from the Praetor, and as well as Violet sustained damage as well. It's a very good 3-man for themselves. But Tamago has a really good and steady scaling for himself. Lubu definitely a huge threat with 611.
XDD forced to use his ultimate over the wall, but it seems like the spear rush for XDD wants to follow through on the 813 on that Malik. Now there is a 4 versus 4 possibility in the jungle, and the fight erupts. 813 was actually pushed back there by the thing. As we see this, 611 actually will be overwhelmed, but still he will be able to survive. And look at this, XDD is on a freaking rampage, ladies and gentlemen, as he will be unstoppable. unstoppable, but of course, you gotta look at Thaden on that Zebus, able to pierce through the backline and still able to deal the damage. 611 with the Valor, able to survive as long as possible, and it seems like all through that confusion, still Tamago is stabilizing the kills. 3 versus 2, can they find the more as Tainted is honed in onto Black, gets the kill onto this man and stabilizes that invade. But hold that thought, we're still not done as Jason pierces through at that Violet.
Over-aggression by Clutchfield. We did mention how this is their playstyle with the Violet. If they win a couple of clashes, they will constantly want to steal your buffs, and a reward for that is perhaps maybe they'll win a clash or a skirmish in the jungle. Problem is, they overstayed their welcome. Tainted One was able to equalize and actually get a lot out of that, and it feels like Clutchfield can have perhaps be a little bit more reserved when they try to make these aggressive plays.
True that, although it doesn't seem to kind of fit the MO of CG. We're gonna go a little bit CSI here, but see, you know, they just want to go for the aggression, and they're kind of, I think they're still kind of confident with going in for the fights, but definitely they went overextended on that particular phase, but still CG here not really losing too much in terms of the gold department. You can see right there that it is 17,200 to the 17,800 lead that, well, CG are stacking up.
Definitely. Again, Kilgroth is busy at the top side of the map, creating pressure. So their 4-man squad is actually, in terms of Clutchfield, their 4-man squad is actually very scary, especially if Kilgroth joins in on the fight. Lubu is sensing that perhaps a team fight might happen. So very good response to this as the wave has reset already at the top side.
Reset at the top side. A big, juicy objective is here at the bottom portion. That Dragon is primed and ready for the taking. Zenial is going to be split pushing by his lonesome on the top area on the DS lane because, you know, the Zenial things. In any case, they spot each other out. They're just doing the dance of death, sizing up one another, looking for that opening. Black is here on the sideline, XDD on the other. They can actually go in for the mismatch stand with dash, and he's looking for it. Does not get the Abyssal Dragon, but Preda does huge damage on every single member of TMG. Gets the heal, and XDD kind of commits to this one, but gotta go back as it's just a bit too much for him to handle. So that's gonna be them. But on the other side of the spectrum, Ben will be putting quite a bit of damage on that top tier 2. Although here comes the other members of Clutchfield as they go and support their boy, as here comes the other members of CG collapsing onto Tainted, overcommitted onto that Zenial, and they pay, or he pays that ultimate price.
Fast rotations from the side of Clutchfield. Amazing play. They exchange the Abyssal Dragon just so as to bait a lot of members who rotate at the top side of the map as this Zenial continues with his push.
And Zenial, the one-man army, he can just tank for days. And of course, with that in mind, Clutchfield will be able to transition into a middle tier 2. They know that 813 is into the bottom lane. XDD has actually softened him up a little bit, so that 3-man rotation could have been his demise. Smartly backs away, but this is just Clutchfield slowly but surely confining, well, TMG to their own base.
Exactly, there as right. 6-on-1 XDD doing their duties as they respect the
blue
rotation.
team tower
here
has
in
been
the mid
destroyed.
lane. That is going to taunts out LYL.
Forces the flicker, should be fine.
Definitely. With 30 seconds left on the clock for that Abyssal Dragon. As you can see, well, not necessarily full control for Clutchfield, but it seems it's a very familiar situation for them, where most of the buffs are getting on their side. Split push, pressure is working. You force one to rotate, then you 4-man squad, dive in, burst someone down, and if they rinse and repeat this one, then it's more control over the map. Again, we still have a lot of threats at Tamago's side. We got KCP, Tainted One with his Zephys, and as well as Ormar with his utility into the table.
Darkslayer, 11 minutes into the game. CG starting it up. Of course, kind of wanted to bait the fight from TMG. TMG have to oblige and fight it out, because if they don't, well, you know what's up? DS on this Kilgroth, not really the best of situations, so TMG really has to go for the contest. But anyways, they still have a possibility to get back into this one. They got themselves a Loria who can just, you know, stay so long into the middle of the fight and keep going for that aggressive rotation. No! 813's ultimate was denied, but here comes KCP pushing them back. Black has to be a bit defensive here, but XDV comes in and he just obliterates his opponent
with this kill growth. My goodness. Two members of TMG have gone down for the count. And now CG waiting for this wave as they crash into this mid-tier 3.
Beautiful cancel there on the Valiant charge. And as Black actually enters the fray, let's see how they're going to win this.
No freaking way is this gonna be it! We're already at that point, and now Tamago is doing the best that he can, but I think Clutch Guild is smelling, hearing the eggs roll back, and they can actually go for the GG push, but they're not looking for it. Playing by the book, they're playing safely, looking for the top 3, making sure that they will win this without a certain doubt. They spot out 813s right here by Ellis. And are we gonna finish this best of 7? 813 dives right in. And well, Clutch Guild are still looking to take their time, finish off members one by one. It's open. Is this the time? 1, 2, 3, and they got it! Your winners by a complete landslide in this last game is Clutch Guild.